This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
It's such a calm, clear, peaceful afternoon, filled with the sweet notes of birdsong, and so poignant a dance of light and shadow between the leaves and the sun, that the three of us fall silent, descending slowly and steadily, just breathing it all in. The path levels out along the bank of Brush Creek, and we follow it towards the northwest. The creek is on our left, and the ridge looms 100 feet above us on our right. Its slope is not entirely overgrown. In places it is sheer, almost a cliff, on which the trees and bushes can get no purchase, and the bare limestone bedrock is exposed. As we walk, Ross goes over the implications of his own investigations into the true age of Serpent Mound. I refer the reader to his masterwork, The Mystery of the Serpent Mound, for full details. In brief, though, his view as to when exactly the effigy was first constructed is not derived from any of the radiocarbon assays or from calculations to do with the azimuth of the summer solstice sunset. Instead, he focuses on the form of the serpent, which he perceives as a terrestrial image of the constellation Draco. I have my own history with Draco, as those who followed my work over the years will know. In my 1998 book, Heaven's Mirror, for example, I present evidence that this enormous constellation, widely depicted as a serpent by many ancient cultures, served as the celestial blueprint according to which the temples of Angkor in Cambodia were laid out on the ground, with each temple below matching a star above. The essence of my case is that the notion of as above, so below, expressed in the architecture of Angkor, is part of an ancient, globally distributed doctrine or system that set out quite deliberately to create monuments on the ground all around the world to mimic the patterns of certain significant constellations in the sky. Moreover, since the positions of all stars as viewed from Earth change slowly but continuously due to the phenomenon called precession, it is possible to use particular configurations of astronomically aligned monuments to deduce the dates that they represent. That is, the dates when the stars were last in the celestial locations depicted by the monuments on the ground. This process of constant change unfolds, of course, over a great cycle of 25,920 years, and has nothing to do with the motions of the stars or with the obliquity cycle. Its cause is another quite different motion of the Earth, driven by the contradictory pull of the gravity of the Sun and the Moon. The result is a slow, circular wobble of the planet's axis of rotation at the rate of 1 degree every 72 years, much resembling the wobble of a spinning top that is no longer upright. The Earth is the viewing platform from which we observe the stars, so these changes in orientation cause changes in the positions of all stars as viewed from Earth. To envisage the process, picture the Earth's axis, passing through the geographical south and north poles, and thence extended into the heavens. The south and north pole stars in any epoch are the stars at which the two tips of this extended axis point most directly. Serpent Mound is in the northern hemisphere, and the north celestial pole is presently occupied by our pole star, Polaris, Alpha Ursae Minoris, in the constellation of the Little Bear. The effect of precession, however, is to cause the tip of the axis to inscribe an immense circle in the heavens over the cycle of 25,920 years. Thus, around 3000 BC, just before the start of the Pyramid Age in Egypt, the pole star was Thuban, Alpha Draconis, in the constellation of Draco. At the time of the Greeks, it was Beta Ursae Minoris. In AD 14,000, it will be Vega. Sometimes in this long cyclical journey, the extended north pole of the Earth will point at empty space, and then there will be no useful pole star. As one of the notable circumpolar constellations, and also one of the most widely recognized and one of the oldest for which written records have survived, what makes Draco particularly significant and remarkable was summed up in 1791 in 2 lines from a poem by Charles Darwin's grandfather, the physician and natural philosopher Erasmus Darwin. With vast convolutions, Draco holds the ecliptic axis in his scaly fold.